"This is theatre for the Syracusans," exclaimed the legionary. "I didn't think it would matter." Lance Corporal Sisera turned around and took the big infantry shield from the man behind him. "Brace!" he ordered as he spun around to face the offending legionary. Without pausing, the weapons instructor slammed the borrowed shield forward. Driving with his legs, Alerio forced the legionary back until the man tripped and fell. The shield rose and pounded the downed legionary's shield 3 times. With each hit, the man's shield bounced off his chest, driving air from his lungs, while his back crushed into the dirt and rocks. Although protected by his armor, the emotion of hopelessness from the overwhelming violence, the inability to catch his breath, and the claustrophobic feeling of being smothered by his own shield caused the legionary to panic. He raised his gladius. Alerio swiped the blade aside with the shield and delivered a 4th blow. This time, he tilted the shield so the reinforced metal band at the top cracked on the legionary's helmet. Dazed, the legionary dropped his gladius and lay still. "You may be playing a part," Alerio said, standing and handing the shield back to its owner. "But going soft on the man in front of you cheats him out of realistic training. Do you think the 7,000 Syracusans camped by the river will go easy on him? Or gently tap his shield in battle? No, they will not. You train like you fight. Hard. Is that clear to everyone?" While the 9 erect legionaries and the prone one all nodded their understanding, over the legion lines, the cavalrymen broke out in laughter. It wasn't the sight of a Republic legionary being treated cruelly and publicly debased causing the humorous response. It was relief at not being on the receiving end of the abuse. "Get him up and form 2 ranks," Alerio instructed. Before the squad had fully formed up, a runner came through the city gates, heading directly for them. "Lance Corporal Sisera, Tribune Gaius Claudius requests your presence post-haste," the messenger announced as he slid to a stop. "He's at the Citadel." "Orders received," Alerio assured the runner before facing the legionaries. "I thank you for allowing me to drill you today. Squad leader, the training session is complete and the unit is yours. Nice job, everyone." "Squad, attention to orders," the squad leader directed as he stepped from the ranks. The legionaries stood in 2 rows facing him. "Right face, forward march." Alerio fell in behind the unit as it moved towards Messina. Once through the gate and out of sight of the Syracusan cavalrymen, the squad broke ranks and ran for the city's wall. There, hidden behind the rock and clay structure, they rested for a moment around water buckets. After drinking, the legionaries picked up javelins, reformed with different-sized legionaries at the front, and marched back through the gates. To the enemy horsemen, it appeared to be a different squad coming from the city of Messina. As the Legion detachment did during the day, they rotated squads off the defensive line for training or to rest in the city. It happened so often, the Syracusans couldn't get an accurate count of the city's defenders. As the legionary had observed, the goddess Tyche was indeed smiling on the outnumbered forces of the Republic. "Tribune Claudius, you wanted to see me, sir?" asked Alerio as he jogged to the crest of the hill. He removed his helmet and tucked it under his arm before rendering a cross-chest salute with the other. The tribune and commander of the small contingent of legionaries stood with a rolled-up tube of leather held up to his eye, gazing off to his right. Behind him, the citadel blocked the view of the foothills north of Messina. "Lance Corporal Sisera, with all the training you're doing and the number of times you train the same squads, I'll soon have an exhausted weapons instructor on my hands. Or the best-trained units in all the Republic," Gaius Claudius stated. He hadn't taken the tube from his eye. "Over the last 3 days, I've observed an odd behavior." Thinking the behavior was his, Alerio squared his shoulders. "Sir, if I'm doing something unprofessional, please advise me," he offered. "I'll correct my behavior."